Are you a Nicki fan?
What? Am I a Nicki fan? Pull up in the Sri Lanka.
Pull up in the monster.
Hey Glam Crew, welcome back, and let's jump right into this Costa Rica vacation. And please make sure you stay tuned until the end. I will be posting clips and videos from this Costa Rica trip. Turn up, and thank you so much for watching. If you would like the link to this Airbnb, send me an email or message me on Instagram and I'll get it to you. Let's talk about the most important thing. How much was this trip? I'm glad you asked. I am glad you asked because I spent about $1,000. Now, some people on the trip, they may have spent more because they chose to fly different airlines or first class, whatever. But I'm a budget traveler and all of my trips are about $1,000 or less. Okay, so let me break it down. So our Airbnb, which you saw little clips of it prior, it came out to $164 a piece, okay? And it was in a secure neighborhood. You had to go through a security checkpoint. And even then, when you pulled up to this massive big, I call it a mansion. For Costa Rica, it's definitely a mansion. So when you pull up, there's gates, and those gates are locked as well. And then you get to the house, you know, you got to open the door and whatnot. So it was very secure. I loved it. The house was 4 bedrooms and 7 beds. It was huge. It had a nice pool, all of that. If you want to see more, go to my Instagram, click on the highlights for Costa Rica, and you'll see all that. Our flight was, most of us got on the same flight that I was on, which was $219. Now, I can't do no stops. If it has a stop, I cannot do it unless there's a long layover. Like if we going to Dubai and we stopping in Paris and I can spend the whole day in Paris and then overnight continue the flight to Dubai. All right, cool. But the flight was $219 and I had to write this down to make sure I told y'all the right price. Transportation was $250-ish. Now, the Airbnb host did put me on with a driver. I reached out to some other drivers in Costa Rica and some other driving companies, but they were giving me kind of like higher rates and it was just like all over. I would say on average, I was getting about $35 for round trip, and that would be like $35 each round trip. So the driver that my Airbnb host put me on was charging $25 or $30 round trip, and that ride included a stop at the grocery store or wherever if you wanted to get liquor, personal hygiene items, grab some food. So that's what it included. You go to your excursion, you stop at the store on the way back, and come back. So it was like, it was a good little deal for that price, all right? And then going to the clubs, he charged us differently as well, which that wasn't really fully communicated, but we're gonna let that slide, okay? So altogether for activities, I spent about $280. Now, if you know that you do more activities or whatever it may be, you want to do everything possible, you want to horseback ride, do the massages, you want to hike the mountain, row the boat, skydive, you're going to spend more, okay? But for what I did, I spent $280 and I still did a lot. Like I jam-packed our schedule with a lot of activities. I'm the type of person that I would rather have too much to do rather than sit around and not have enough to do and just be bored trying to figure out, oh, what can I do? What can I do? You know, what's there to do? I do a lot of research on different activities, not just, all right, we going to Costa Rica and we gonna club from sun up to sundown. I go to the club in Atlanta from sun up to sundown. So I researched all different activities, the museum, nature things, all type of things. I even was researching for a lady to come to our Airbnb and teach us some belly dance, not belly dancing, strip, what do you call it? Burlesque. To teach us some burlesque where you like dancing really sexual and elegant and just like empowering your body, your femininity, and loving on yourself. Yes. I was researching for a lady to come to our Airbnb and teach us some dance moves. I did have a cook come in and cook us a welcome dinner with some wine. It was a traditional Costa Rican dinner, which I'll probably insert that somewhere at the end of this video. So make sure you stay tuned and like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you have on those post notifications so when I post, you will be the first to see it. All right. Next, while we're talking about food, so altogether on food, I spent about $200. And I don't really eat a lot, so I might eat one meal a day. We also went to the grocery store too. We stopped at a Walmart. So they do have Walmart in Costa Rica. They do accept American cards, Visa, MasterCard and stuff. I didn't have a problem with using my card. I would recommend that you take out money in the ATM, get a lot of ones, a lot of fives, a lot of tens. You probably won't use a lot of 20s and above because we kept having to exchange out money amongst each other to get lower bills for like tipping and whatnot. But definitely bring cash because I got charged a high fee to use their bank and get more cash out. I was taxed the international fee plus like some other type of fee, but I think it was almost $100 just in fees to get more cash out. But I could have still used my cards as well. So when it comes to food, like I said, I only eat maybe one meal a day. But we went grocery shopping. We got some snacks, some noodles. Yes, baddie on the budget. Had ramen noodles in the cup. Yeah, so when we was waking up, I told the girls like, hey, we need to be up. We need to be on the road at this time. And I hate waking up. So honestly, I don't know why I did that. It wasn't too early, but yeah, we was rushing around. And I would heat up some noodles real quick, eat them noodles on the road while we go into our thing. So when I get there, I'm energized and ready to go. At the grocery store, their prices are pretty fair, pretty fair. You can catch souvenirs and stuff. Y'all know. I go to the grocery store, the local stores, and I catch my souvenirs at a way lower price than buying a $40 hoodie at a gift shop when I can go to the local Walmart and get the same hoodie for $15. Travel tip for you, okay? So, altogether, that came up to $1,100, y'all. I'm about to go into the activities, but before I do, let me tell y'all the pros and the cons of Costa Rica. Everything is spaced out. I did not like that. If you want to go to a volcano, you're going to have to drive 2 hours to go here. If you want to go to the beach, you're going to have to drive 2 hours to go to the beach. If you want to go to the club, you're going to have to drive an hour this direction to go to the club. Everything was spaced out. So be prepared when you're planning your trip to Costa Rica. Pick like a central location. If you know that you're going to be clubbing most of the time, then stay in the party club area, which is called Jaco. I was calling it Jaco. Jacol. Y'all, I'm going to put it in there somewhere. Jaco. But that's where all the clubs is, okay? If you know you want to relax, unwind, do the spa, there's a place called Uvitas. Yeah, it's by they call it the Whale's Tail. And that's like spa, nature. You're definitely going to need a 4x4 vehicle to get around there. We didn't visit that area. If you are more of like a cultural person, you want to see like art museums and learn about history, the capital, San Juan, is a good place for all of that. We stayed in Atenas, and it was like, I really don't have a way to describe it. It was a safe neighborhood, I guess, with a lot of nice houses. So if you want a nice house and you know y'all gonna party indoors, bring y'all drinks and music and turn up at the pool, there's places out in Costa Rica, DJs. Yes, definitely get on Instagram and reach out to the DJs. I would shout some DJs out, but I don't get paid enough for that. All right, But for real, link me on Instagram or send me an email. I'll connect you with some of the DJs. They're really nice and respond back. There's DJs that will come to your Airbnb and like host your pool party, like bring games, music, and turn it up. Yeah, but you up there in the mountains, so you gotta remember it echoes. So be mindful of your neighbors because Atinas is a really peaceful, quiet neighborhood. The pros that I loved about Costa Rica, y'all, there's so many activities. Whether you old or young, there's so much to do. If you are into adventurous stuff, there's a lot you can do. You just gonna have to go to the La Fuenta waterfall area. That was far out. But they have so many different activities. They have hanging bridges where you're crossing over up in the mountains, the rivers and waters under you, and you on moving, swaying bridges trying to cross over. They have ATVs going up the volcano. And there are live volcanoes. The volcano we went to, Poàs, Poas, Poàs. That volcano is active and it can erupt at any time. There's signs telling you, letting you know. So don't think it's sweet. Because when them pop, 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 you better take cover. They have little shelters where you can take cover. When I was reading reviews, I seen some tour groups, they provided helmets. We pretty much was our own self tour group. We didn't need to pay for a company to take us out here because who was about to pay $200 for this? I already researched all of this. It costed $15 to go there to get entrance, and then you just pay your driver to take you, which that's nothing but like $20. So why would I pay a tour company $200 for a helmet? All right, I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm gonna let y'all have that. So let's go over the activities that we did. I wrote out like a full itinerary, which some of the stuff we didn't get to do. So our first stop, let me pause. So Atina's where we stayed at. That was only a 30 to 40 minute drive from the airport. So I did like, if you rush into the airport or if you trying to like leave the airport and get to where you need to live and be at, rest, put your clothes up, whatever, that's a good location. Back to this itinerary. So the first day my plan was to get there and I jump off the plane and start doing stuff, even with my bags with me, because ain't nothing in there. My important stuff I got on me. So, but we went to the Museum of Costa Rican Art and it was free. It was a nice little museum. I think they had like one or two interactive exhibits. They had a lot of outdoor sculptures. It's really nice. Look it up on Google. If that's your type of thing, then check it out. I enjoyed it. We didn't stay too long because they were a little, what's the word I want to say? They weren't too inviting of us. But we didn't get that everywhere. There's a Caribbean side where there's a lot of us and Caribbean folks, and that side is called Lemoyne. Lemoyne. I don't know, but that's the whole Caribbean side where you will see a lot of us there, and I hear that's a lot better. Like I said, once again, it's a far drive. I'm talking about like more than 2 hours, and I don't think I would recommend driving out there because there's so many curves and dips, and like literally the cliff is right here and your ass gonna be right there too. Okay, so back on topic. So we hit up the museum. It was nice, had a good time. Then we went and got food. We got food at a restaurant called y'all, I can't pronounce this. I'm gonna put it in here. Look, actually I'm gonna do a list right here with all the activities. It's gonna say this is where we went, this is where we ate, these are the prices. I'm gonna do that for y'all. I'm gonna also put the clubs because we tore the club up, and I'm gonna give y'all the places to go. I also didn't like the food. It didn't wow me. Like, not even because I love Jamaica and I'm Jamaican, but Jamaica got the best food. When you go to Jamaica, you gonna eat good. Mexico got good food. You gonna eat good. Costa Rica, the food didn't wow me. So there wasn't too many restaurants where I could pop out and be like, oh, you gotta go here, you gotta go there. Yeah. Even the popular Avion, which is the historic airplane, it didn't wow me. I mean, it looked nice. It was like, hey, I was here, but it didn't wow me. So I'm going to list that over there. Let me tell y'all these activities and the prices. So the Monkey Mangrove boat tour, that was lit. It was $50. You get on the boat. You going through the Everglades. Is it called the Everglades? You going through the water, okay? You going through the water. You Google it. The man go call out some monkeys. Some other stuff is going to happen that ain't really supposed to be happening. You're going to have a good time, okay? Check it out. Crazy Alex, and tell him Nikki sent you, okay? Poàs Waterfall Garden Animal Sanctuary. It's all of that. You're gonna see 4 waterfalls, and I'm telling y'all, it's a hike, okay? Well, one of the activities we didn't do because we was just wore out, and we're not about to go hiking for 2 hours just to get some good, nice pictures. Now, I really wanted to, but honestly, I was tired, y'all. I was tired. Y'all know that popular hand that's really popular in Guatemala, where they got a kind of replica thing going on in Costa Rica, and that place was called Hacienda La Chimba. Like I said, I'm gonna list it, but it was a hike, and from the reviews I was reading, the prices was expensive. Like, come on now, why y'all charging this much for all of this, and I gotta do all this exercise? Be for real. So at La Paz Waterfall, it is so beautiful. They even have animals. My friend, she milked a cow there. You'll see tigers, all type of birds, reptiles, butterflies. Ooh, they have a butterfly house. It is so beautiful. Like, literally, the butterflies are surrounding you. It's beautiful. You'll see all different type of animals, and you're in their habitat, okay? This is the animal sanctuary. So at one point we was in like a little area. It's kind of enclosed because they don't want the pairs to be flying out and getting in with the tigers. But we were able to walk through, and there was Toucan Sam. Y'all know Mr. Fruit Loops? Mr. Fruit Loop Toucan Sam? Okay. So he was in there chilling out, and then it was another Toucan Sam, and he was bad. He was zoom, zoom. We had the duck and girl, glam crew. The other one, he was calm. He was just chilling. We was taking selfies with him, and he was posing. The bird would be like, trying to get his good angles. Yes, it was so cool. Oh my goodness, I love animals. If you know anything about me, you gonna know that I love animals and I love nature. We seen sloths, but we did not get to touch them. They were chilling, and that's why it's not gonna be my next trip. But this year, y'all, I'm going to Honduras. I'm going to Honduras. Honduras allows you to touch and cuddle sloths. A lot of places it's illegal. You can't be doing that. But Honduras, I'm gonna hold me a sloth, y'all. That is my dream. Whew. So Costa Rica, yeah, you will love La Paz. Is $50. They have 2 restaurants on site. You will love it. It's a beautiful garden place. Lots of different gardens. They have signs everywhere where you can learn about it. Plenty of photo ops. I loved it. There is also, we went down to Jaco. We were looking for beach clubs. Now, if you're used to Caribbean beaches where it's like the white pretty sand and not as rocky, the water is this pretty blue and turquoise and not completely see-through, but you can see it. Don't expect that in Costa Rica. They have black sand beaches, and it's also too because of the volcanoes. So they have black sand, which is kind of cute. It's a little rocky, but not like them rocks in Mexico and Cozumel. Y'all, if y'all ain't see that video, y'all need to go watch that video. Also, that Punta Cana video, I give y'all a lot of trips on how to budget travel, all of that. But them rocks at Cozumel, my son was not fooling with them rocks. It was big. But the water is a little, I wouldn't say dirty, but it's just like not see-through, and it looks dirty, but it's probably just the sand mixing in and a lot of sediment. And it felt rough to me. It felt rough. I got in there for a little bit and then I moved back because I am not a swimmer. and was nobody around really, so I know my limits. I went back to the bar and had a drink. And that's one thing you got to know. I'm gonna have a drink. And when I was getting my meals, let me tell you like the price of the meals. So I'm gonna get an alcoholic beverage, I'm gonna get a little appetizer, and then I'm gonna get my main meal. Most of the time that was only about $20 or $30. So you can expect to eat good in Costa Rica. You just got to get used to their flavors. You might like it, you might not. But there's so many different eateries there. They even have, I think I saw a KFC. They have KFC. They have some American fast food places, so you can try that out. Let me tell y'all, this whole thing about passport bros. So passport bros, you can check out Costa Rica. Yeah, it's a lot of girls waiting on y'all. I didn't see like lesbians, but I saw men with men, and they were happy and free, and no one was like judging them at all. So it's definitely safe for you to go be free in Costa Rica. We didn't pay to get in none of the clubs actually. So I don't know if it was because we were in a group or if it because we were women, but we didn't pay. I think one club was like if you order a hookah or something, you ain't have to pay. And one club, when we pulled up and they seen us get out, they was like, oh, come here, we got shots. So we went and took them shots, and then we bounced and went to and went to another club. But it's because like, for one, we tried to order hookah and they wanted $60, which okay, cool. We paid $60. They didn't have no picks for the hookah. And like some of us didn't smoke or drink or anything like that. So like for like the four of us that was smoking, like we not about to share the same little hookah too with no picks. So I didn't like that. There are other things you could do in Costa Rica. Like I said, the La Fuente area. Oh, they have a hot springs up there where it's like a natural thermal heated pool. It's heated by the earth, and that's really nice. I really wanted to make it to that area, but it was just too far and we were only there for 4 days. So if you go to Costa Rica and you want to spend, I say honestly, if you're trying to go to all these different places and experience different stuff, try to plan Costa Rica for a week. Do it for a week and you'll enjoy it, and you won't feel so like overstimulated. All right. Also, if you stay in Jaco, they have a booze cruise where like you're boozing and cruising on a 4x4 and drinking, and you'll see little different stops. You'll see little different stuff, souvenir stores and stops. They have a coffee plantation tour. There's a lot of coffee farms out there. They also had a boat cruise to Isla Tang. I'm not even tilted, Jesus. But it's a it's a boat to this private island. Well, a private island. And that was $160, and it came with like a light breakfast and snacks, and then buffet when you get to the beach. But I was reading in the reviews once again, because I'm going to read those reviews, that they charge you to use the bathroom. Yeah, they charge you to use the bathroom, and I just was like, don't do that to me. I feel like you're just taking my money now just to take it. So yeah, we skipped over that. This restaurant called El Asio. Now El Asio on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I believe, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's like 2 days a week. They do like a fire show. They do magic tricks. They have a live band. It's a really nice, a really good vibe. And it's a seafood restaurant. And I believe it was like $120 per person, and that included your drinks, unlimited like drinks, and included your appetizer, your main course, and your dessert for $120. Or you could order off the a la carte menu, and it was a minimum of $60, I believe, something like that. Or you had to pay like a fee, and then you could order off of that menu. We didn't make it to that show. Like, we was at the beach. That heat beat us up. And a lot of girls got massages. You know, if you done got your body rubbed down, you're trying to sit back and chill. I think we ordered some fried chicken and played card games. And that's what I love about getting a nice Airbnb that has everything you want and need. So let's say we didn't even make it to the beach. we still had a pool and jacuzzi right there at our Airbnb. And let's say we didn't like none of the clubs, we could invite a DJ to play music we liked and been at our Airbnb having our own club. Also at the club, so the DJ does play whatever you want to hear. And I'm pretty sure that's for everybody, but don't quote me on that. I made friends with the DJ before I even got there, and I sent him like some songs that I wanted to play. And as soon as we walked in, they was playing Shy-O. Hey, y'all, I'm still feeling it from the Burna Boy concert. Oh my gosh, that was the best concert. But they was playing Burna Boy when we walked in. So I told him like, we pulling up. So he had the music on cue. Shy-O. Okay, so yeah, I'm about to insert these clips of a lot of stuff, and I'm going to list out the places that we went and all that. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video. If you would like more travel tips and videos, let me know. My next video, my next travel, not saying where yet, but it's going to be a lot more detailed. I'm going to try to get a lot more footage. I have a camera coming, so we're going to see how that goes. And I got everything booked, and the itinerary schedule is, it's on point. It's not too much, and I really think y'all gonna enjoy it. Either way, I'm gonna enjoy it. That's what you got to know. Thank you for watching, Glam Crew. Stay tuned for those lists and clips of Costa Rica. This is Crocodile Bridge. You can get out and walk across. There are restaurants and ice cream shops and souvenir shops you can visit as well. Here.